The Mac is really well optimized no matter what input method you use, save for touchscreens. And even though the mouse and trackpad options work really well on Mac, I do want to introduce some keyboard shortcuts that I think will save you a ton of time. I'll save you the basics such as copying, pasting, and opening files, but I do want to show you some more advanced ones that a lot of Mac users don't even know about. The first thing I want to show you is pasting unformatted text. So a lot of times you will copy and paste text, and the pasted text will be like the wrong size for the email you're trying to write or something like that, and it's pretty annoying, right? Well, there's a way on Mac in most applications to paste it and remove all of the formatting. So as you can see here in the left window, I have some text that has color applied to it, it has bolding and size changes, and it has italics. So if I select that, Command A, copy it, Command C, and then if I go over to the other window, which is Command tilde, and then normally if I Command V, it would paste the exact same text. But instead of Command V, if I Shift Option Command V, it will paste without the formatting. So just to demonstrate that, now if I Command V, it's still going to paste the formatted text. But if I Shift Option Command V, it will paste the unformatted text. And the only reason why it's italicized here, unlike the other one, is because the last bit of this text was italicized, so it will adopt whatever the existing text. So think about how much easier writing an email would be if you use Shift Option Command V to paste things, because it's going to remove all of that formatting around the text. Two disclaimers on this: it doesn't work in every app, it works in most, but some apps get weird about it, like Excel. And the other thing is it will remove URLs and other linking, so you might not want to use it for those types of things, but for changing the format of text, it's really great. The next keyboard shortcut I want to talk about has to do with Spotlight. So Spotlight is a tool you can use to search your computer for anything, and you can bring up Spotlight most easily by holding down Command and clicking the spacebar. Now, I'm going to search for a file, and I know it has ARIA in the name. So great, and I see the file down here. So normally I would click the return button, and then it would show up here, and I can click the return button one more time and it will open it in preview or whatever app is appropriate for it. But say instead of opening the file, I actually want to open the folder that contains the file. Well, if I do that same search and then I hold down the command button, then click return, well, it will open the folder that contains the file instead of the file itself. This is not the only place you can use command to open folders. So remember those shortcuts we made in the dock earlier? Well, when you click those, they open up this fan view or they open up something like this. But say you actually want to open the Finder. Well, you could move your mouse up here, click open in Finder, or you could just hold down command and then click on that folder and it will open it. You can hold down command and click on the screenshots folder and it will open it. So this is a lot more convenient. Next is for deleting. So to delete a file on the Mac, you can hold down command and click the delete button, and then it will send the file to the trash. So I'm just going to send these files to the trash. Well, if you want to empty the trash, you can go down to the trash and you can control click on it to empty the trash, or you can just shift command delete. So to delete a file is command delete, and shift command delete will empty the trash. So check this out. So trash is full right now, shift command delete, and then do you want to empty the trash, click return, and it's gone. If you use Spaces on your Mac, which is a desktop manager which will allow you to create multiple desktops. This is especially useful on laptops where if you have a bunch of windows open, things can get a little crazy. So I just went and created some spaces and I can select the two spaces. Now there's actually a Spaces button on some of the Mac keyboards that you can easily call that up. But if you hold down Control and then click the up arrow key on your keyboard, that will instantly bring up Spaces. And if you hold down Control and click the left or right arrow, that will instantly allow you to switch between the two spaces. The final keyboard shortcut I want to give you has to do with adjusting the volume. And disclaimer, this only works on the non-touch bar Macs. So in the current lineup, this would be the MacBook Air and all of the desktops, but all of the MacBook Pros, to my knowledge, have touch bars at this point. So normally when you're adjusting volume on your Mac, I believe you have 16 steps of volume change. But sometimes when you're changing the volume, the lower step is too low and the higher step is too high, and you want something that's right in the middle of that. Well, Macs actually do have precise control over this, but it's not immediately obvious how you do it. And the way you do it on a standard Mac keyboard is you hold down Shift and then you hold down Option and then you use the volume adjustment. Now, instead of 16 steps, you have, I believe, 64 steps because each step will give you 4 levels of minute adjustment. So that's a really great way to precisely adjust the volume. If you have a touch bar Mac, this actually doesn't work, but you can slide your finger to make precise adjustments on the volume controls. Hey, that was a short clip from a larger YouTube video I published about maximizing productivity on your Mac computer. If you're interested in that, definitely click through to my main YouTube channel. Thanks so much.